If you're between 45 and 55, you've likely noticed the shift. Weight arrives faster than it used to. Your joints are constantly stiff. Sleep has fragmented into 3-hour episodes, leaving you chronically tired. Right on cue, social media experts begin pitching the needle. GLP-1 agonists, semaglutide, research peptides. They promise the same result: 15 kilograms of weight loss without requiring you to move. You are standing at a crossroads. One path involves a passive chemical shortcut with high hidden costs. The other demands a rigorous 2-hour daily physical investment, the Spartan model. This choice determines your functional capacity for the next 20 years. You are deciding whether to actively preserve your remaining youth or allow biological aging to accelerate. This chart maps your biological timeline. Look at the illuminated section. I call this the golden window, the specific decade between 50 and 60 where your future health is decided. Inside this window, 4 systems decline simultaneously. Androgen production drops. Mitochondrial generation falls by 10%. Vascular elasticity decreases. And the neurology in your hippocampus slows down. At 30, your body ignores your mistakes. At 70, physical interventions struggle to move the needle. But in this middle window, every hour of physical effort provides maximum biological leverage. The margin for error has completely disappeared. Every health choice you make in this decade either buys you healthy years later in life or permanently trades them away. Peptides are effective at moving the scale. When a chemical forces you to survive on 800 calories a day, your reflection in the mirror will eventually get smaller. But consider what you are actually losing. This chart compares natural muscle decay to chemical starvation. Standard aging costs you 1% of your muscle per year. On a peptide, up to 40% of the weight you lose is your own muscle tissue. Your body interprets 800 calories as a famine. It enters energy-saving mode and immediately drops your base metabolic rate by 15% to compensate for the lack of fuel. Simultaneously, your subconscious daily movement, the fidgeting and pacing that keeps you lean, shuts down. That costs you an additional 150 burned calories every single day. You are burning the engine to heat the house. When the injections stop, the fat returns quickly because the muscle tissue required to burn those calories is gone. You are left in a weaker, more fragile state. The Spartan model offers a different path. It requires a non-negotiable 2-hour physical investment every day. The primary engine is a 9-kilometer brisk walk. You must maintain a pace where you can still speak, but with effort, keeping your body strictly in zone 2. This walk burns 600 to 700 calories while forcing your cells to regenerate mitochondria. These are the cellular furnaces that drive your long-term metabolic health. The resistance component consists of 100 push-ups daily. By splitting these into sets, you target the fast-twitch type 2 muscle fibers that usually disappear after age 50. Twice a week, you add a heavy-weighted rucksack to your walk, starting at 4.5 kilograms and steadily scaling up to 9.5 over time. This initiates osteogenesis. The progressive load triggers new bone formation and strengthens your tendons without the high-impact joint stress of running. These 2 hours represent a mandatory premium. You are building the physical infrastructure that chemical shortcuts actively destroy. You can support this protocol with a specific supplement stack. Think of these as mechanical tools. Their value depends entirely on precise timing and the presence of a physical calorie deficit. This matrix outlines the necessary timing. Take 15 grams of collagen with vitamin C exactly 40 minutes before your ruck. The mechanical load of the walk then forces those amino acids into your joint cartilage. Ashwagandha must be cycled, 8 weeks on, 4 weeks off. This controls cortisol while preventing the elevated liver enzymes associated with continuous use. Supplement with omega-3s for vascular protection, and use magnesium L-threonate at night to support neurological recovery while you sleep. Combining this precise strategy with heavy physical load builds biological sovereignty. It is a more sustainable investment than any peptide cycle. If you are over 50, you have a choice. You can chase a temporary aesthetic or commit to the active reality of longevity. The decision tree is clear. On the left, you take the shortcut. You invest no time, use a peptide, and trade away your metabolic health for a lower number on the scale. On the right is the Spartan model. You trade 2 hours of daily comfort for decades of physical freedom. If you choose the active path, your first step is gathering data. You need an objective baseline to track your metabolic response. Get your blood work done. Measure your ApoB, HbA1c, testosterone, and liver enzymes. These markers allow you to adjust the protocol based on hard data rather than guesswork. The golden window is open, but it closes a little more every week. Time is only your leverage if you use it. Walk, lift, refuse to age by default.